Hey everybody, it's Greg from Six Sided Discs, here with an unboxing of the Discmania Black Edition Mystery Box, the Rainmaker box, with the Creator Series from Eagle McMahon. Super excited to check it out with you. Let's jump into it. So let's take a look at these one by one, and let's start with this red one here. This feels a lot like neoplastic, so I'm guessing it is an Essence. So this is a Neo Essence with the North Star stamp. Feels good. I don't think this is any kind of variation on their plastic other than a color that they don't typically run. So it feels just kind of like any other Essence. 173 gram. So that feels great. Very nice. I used to throw the Essence a lot, and I wouldn't be opposed to trying it again. I think my arm speed might be putting the Essence closer to a roller, and I don't really have a roller disc, so I'm definitely open to trying that. Next up is one of the discs I was most excited for, and I'm so pumped that it is in purple. If you know anything about six-sided discs, you know purple's our color, and this is a swirly purple method. It looks amazing. I love the swirls on it. It is also 178 grams. I thought it said 173 there for a second, but this looks great. And I'm actually kind of excited to try this out. It's just got like a slight dome to it, not much. And the method is sort of like a big bead. It reminds me of a rock or a rock 3, kind of straight to overstable mid-range. So that looks great. I'm gonna have to give it a try. I want to compare it against my Malta that I bag most of the time. All right, I got another white special edition Evolution Tactic. I was told after my last unboxing that these are not the retooled Tactic, but just the standard Tactic in an Evolution run, or in premium plastic run, which is entirely possible. So if you like the OG Tactic, we've got a special edition version of it. And because I've still got the one that came in my last box, I think I'm going to get these dyed. This makes 3 white discs that I've gotten out of my boxes, and I think they look great. So that's going to be on my radar. Next up. Oh, wow. This is interesting. So I was looking at these. I saw these in some pictures. This is an Exo Soft Origin. And the Origin is already kind of a straight flippy mid-range. So I would expect in this plastic for it to be pretty understable. 174 grams. It's kind of unexpected to get it in soft plastic though. And I'm currently throwing the Midnight Prowl, Kyle Klein's signature Origin. And I really like it. And it's just kind of a soft turnover, slight fade. It's not too overstable. Which is obviously understable. It's not what you want with these numbers anyway, so it's pretty interesting. This might be worth a toss just to try it out. All right, next up we have the Astronaut. So the Astronaut is an interesting disc, much like most of the active line discs. The flight numbers are a little bit suspect. The Discmania Rockstar, for example, is essentially the same mold as a Yikun Fu, and the Yikun Fu is a 7502, whereas the Rockstar is an 85-21. And I would maintain in premium plastic that the Rockstar numbers are absolutely incorrect. And I've seen the Astronaut thrown in premium plastic as well, and I don't believe that the numbers are accurate either. They're probably more accurate in a base plastic, but this is a really nice gold stamp, and I'm certainly not opposed to trying it. They don't stamp the weight on these, so I'll have to weigh it to see how much it weighs. But I do know some people that throw it, so. Next up, Discmania X Out. This is, of course, from the Innova days. It feels like an overstable driver, and it is a DDx. So we got kind of a Dayglow yellow DDx. I believe that says 175 grams in the famous Innova penned weight there. I don't know how they get the handwriting so consistent. It must just be one person. I don't know the flight numbers of the DDx off the top of my head. Greg's going to put those up in the corner and post. Thanks for that. And we'll see we'll see what that looks like. I think this is probably going to get traded to somebody who's a big fan of the old Innova Discmania stuff. So pretty cool. And that takes us to, oh, what is this? Oh, cool. All right, so we've got a Rainbow North Star active Sensei. So the Sensei is kind of a straight 3301 putter. This one is very flat. And I gotta say, the plastic on the active line runs have not been super consistent, because this plastic does not feel like the last active Senseis that we got. This feels like the Shogun base plastic that we have, which is much softer and kind of has some give and squish to it. The old active base plastic was very rigid, kind of more like a hard plastic than this. But I love the color on this. And it feels great, looks great. Sensei's a popular putter. I mean, this might be a good thrower as well. We have a cool little bag, and enclosed within is one of the prototypes of the Rainmaker. So the Rainmaker, Eagle was sort of in charge of designing this, and this is kind of what I expected. Looking at what they were talking about in the video and the way that he described it was just a shallower P2, and that's exactly what this feels like. The shoulder here on the top of the disc feels a lot like a P2, but the underside, the kind of rim, is more shallow than a P2. Here I have a P2 for comparison, and the difference in the way it feels in the hand is pretty substantial. I don't think they look that different from the profile, but it's all about the depth of the rim here. I'll try and move this around so you can just see it a little bit. The hand feel is completely different. The P2 feels so deep by comparison, so I think it's about, maybe for Eagle, making contact with his fingers on the bottom of the disc, whereas that might be a little more challenging on the P2. All right, down in the bottom of the box, we have the Prototype Flex 3. This is hard, much stiffer than the Flex 2. Prototype Rainmaker. Again, you know, when I first put it in my hand, it is very reminiscent of a P2, but it's that lack of depth underneath that does make it a lot more comfortable. I don't know that it's going to be something that's going to replace my Logics. I've been putting with the Logics for a few months now, and I really like them. But I don't think that's going to change. This did also come with a little Eagle pin, which is very nice. And of course, Jolly Rancher, which will probably get stolen by one of the children. That is everything that came in my Black Edition mystery box. I hope everybody enjoyed the unboxing, and I hope you got some cool stuff in yours. Stay tuned to our channel. We're going to play a fun mystery box only Black Edition round with a couple locals that should be fun. Zach and a friend of his. So look for that on our channel in the coming weeks or so. We'll hopefully get out with some decent weather and film that shortly. Thanks again for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Six Sided Discs for more videos. We'll see you next time.